What up? It's Grandpa coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. All right, so um, I came across a little video. It was Cam Newton interviewing Donovan McNabb, and he was talking about how losing the Super Bowl affected his possible Hall of Fame career. And look here, man. I made a video about Jalen Hurts a month or so ago. Um, I stated that Randall Cunningham was my favorite quarterback out of pretty much all the quarterbacks that have been at the Eagles. I kind of liked it. Carson Wentz a little bit before he got hurt. He was showing a little heart. He was showing a lot of heart. Michael Vick, I was loving the Michael Vick era in the Eagles, but Donovan McNabb, in my mind, does not come even close to what Randall Cunningham was when he was with the Eagles. Now, McNabb had some pretty good years with Andy Reid, but like I remember that a lot of times his passes, he was concerned with his passing percentage, so that's the reason why he was throwing like dirt balls a lot of times. And the receivers that he had, I mean, he had some okay receivers. Who remembers the people champ? The people's champ, Freddie Mitchell, man. And what was that? James Thrash. He had James Thrash. I mean, until he got T.O., really didn't have any big time receivers. So I mean, I get it, but McNabb was his own worst enemy on a couple of levels. Like his jealousy of T.O., and that's what it was, straight jealousy, because people was loving T.O. Donovan McNabb thought he was the only sweetheart that Philly was gonna have because they booed him on draft day, and he won their heart. But his insecurities led to the T.O. issue breaking down, and that's it with that. Now, another thing that took McNabb out was taking care of his body, and he was putting on weight every year. Every year that I think it was he had on, like, not a girdle, but some kind of pad around. He used to wear a pad around his stomach. You could tell he was putting on mad weight. And that's what the thing that took him down. He just got out of shape, and in the Super Bowl, it reared his head. He was out of shape because he threw up on the field, and they say he was huffing and puffing. What T.O. says that. A couple of Eagles players have said that Donovan McNabb was out of gas in that Super Bowl. So they lose that Super Bowl. T.O. gets jettisoned. He has, I think, maybe another year or so, and then ironically, he brings his replacement in. He agreed for Michael Vick to come in, and then Michael Vick ended up replacing him, which is wild. I mean, not wild because Michael Vick was way more exciting than Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb was his own worst enemy again with the way he took care of his body. So it wasn't that hard for Michael Vick to come in and take over. So then by then, next year they sent him to Washington, and his career is basically over. He didn't have the magic that he had with Andy Reid, which shows a lot. Andy Reid. Look what he's done with Patrick Mahomes, and in a lot of ways, Patrick Mahomes kind of reminds me of McNabb in a couple of instances in the way he plays. Him and McNabb kind of got some similarities to me because McNabb would always kind of like struggle a little bit the higher the competition. And I remember the one time he said he didn't even know about overtime rules, which was embarrassing. Again, McNabb was pretty good around the time the Eagles was running off. They was going to conference championship games like yearly. They never just could get over the hump. I remember Tampa Bay, ripped them up. I remember when Tampa Bay ripped them up. But McNabb now he's been retired for a while. He didn't had issues. I'm not gonna even get into that. That's not what I'm about. I'm not trying to sensationalize none of this stuff that they get into off the field. But he had his issues. But on the field, he wasn't impressive to me. I remember one run where he did the little shake, and then took it up. Like he had his moments, but for the overall, he was boasted by Andy Reid. So that's just my quick thoughts on Donovan McNabb and his comments about Hall of Fame. Nah, dog, you wouldn't even nowhere close to the Hall of Fame. So, Grandpa signing off. Get at you another time. Peace.